One of the things that while I was at the Monroe Institute teaching the remote viewing workshop there with Captain Fred Atwater, um, one of the things that came out or came about is the CIA or Army Intelligence Services or whatever released some information. They released information on super top secret remote viewings of extraterrestrial bases on planet Earth. This is, now it's almost 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah, I've come across this. I've come across this before.
Yeah, well, it's real. They released the data that they released was these remote viewings, super top secret remote viewings, or formerly top secret remote viewings of extraterrestrial bases on planet Earth. And there were at that time a guy named Pat Price was that I mentioned earlier. Pat was one of the earliest and profoundly, accurate remote viewer. And over the years, Pat described these 4 specific locations on planet Earth, and there's others. There's some in the ocean, but one was in Mount Hayes in Alaska, and another one in South Africa, another one in Australia, and around the world there was 4 specific ones, which were sort of underground bases, if you will, in mountains or wherever it was, like in Mount Hayes. And over the years, they bounced us off several other remote viewers, as blind targets. And these remote viewers, like Joe McMoneagle, for instance, in Virginia, describing basically the same thing that Pat Price described. I actually have the slide presentation of that. And we were so astonished that they're releasing that? Wow. And so they actually have a slide presentation that goes along with it, showing the actual remote viewings of these various people, including Pat Price from back in the 70s, and then Joe McMoneagle in the 80s, and so on and so forth, describing extraterrestrial bases, purpose, intent, and all of those things. And we just sort of, gobsmacked it. Holy crap, they're releasing this. Wow.